Well, welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today is Michael from the Department of Ag Trade Consumer Protection. Michael, welcome back to the show. How are you doing today?
Doing great, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. I had talked to you guys offline about this last week. There was a text message that's been going around saying fire departments are, you're at the end of fire departments getting rid of some t-shirts. And if you want to opt out of this, whatever, do this. And I was like, this is the biggest scam since I can remember. And here we are. You guys respond, which I'm glad, because it's hitting our fire departments across the state of Wisconsin. It is just crazy.
Yeah, you bet. And I'm glad that we did have that conversation because it brought it to our attention. And unfortunately, we hadn't really received any communication prior to that. But as soon as we spoke, all of a sudden it took off like wildfire and we discovered to it. And, this is one of those offshoots of the government scams that we see, just decided to target a different type of agency and, lure a different type of consumer in.
And I would suspect too, based on the time of year, because we're getting into the holiday season, a lot of fire departments might be doing fundraisers of some sort. So it really goes back to some of those classic signs of scams and picking people at their vulnerable time, or timing's everything.
Yeah, it's a really great point because this one kind of is a hybrid of two of the major scams that we see, one being government and the second being fundraisers. And at this time of year, it's a season of giving. And so you're going to have opportunities and a lot of both agencies and businesses trying to do some of these efforts. So when they combine the two and they kind of key in and try and exploit that holiday spirit, it ends up with this type of environment.
So first off, let's talk about what you shouldn't do when you receive. So if you receive a text message, what would you say to folks out there about responding or any interaction with this text message?
Yeah, the first thing is definitely don't respond to that text message, and most certainly don't click on any links or anything that's inside of it. If you do question or you think there might be some legitimacy to it, try and reach out to that agency directly, either through a known source that you have or just hop online and go to their direct website, find a contact information there.
Whoops, sorry. Go ahead.
No, actually, go ahead. I think you were going to go where I was going.
Yeah, I was going to say, as far as the link that's on there, so there is a link to press on it. But if you interact with this, what are you setting yourself up with?
Yeah, typically those links are definitely not going to take you to the legitimate website that they're purporting to be. They're going to take you to a site that they had set up, which may look identical to that actual agency or department's website. So you want to really make sure you're paying attention to the web address up on top. Those things can be a quick giveaway. I mean, you'll see in this examples, they'll have different words or different phrases, or maybe it's a letter here or there. And then you're also going to try and pay attention to the message and what they're asking you for. If they're saying, hey, we want you to buy, in this case, a t-shirt, and they start asking you for account information and to make me pay in gift cards or some kind of weird way, all of those things are red flags for you that you're not going to want to buy into.
And tying this in, I guess, because it is the time of season, and you said there's government, you see these government texts coming out there. How should people report these? So you had suggested maybe checking in if you think it's legit or not legit. You could talk to the organization, but what would you recommend people do for reporting, and why is that so important?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked. So we would always encourage everyone to file a complaint with the Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection. They can do that on our website at DATCP hotline at wisconsin.gov, or by calling our consumer protection hotline at 1-800-422-7128. It's really important to do that because it gives us awareness and we can start looking into this. And if there's a pattern, we can dig a little further and make sure that we're spreading the message like you've given us the opportunity to do today.
And as we do make our way through the holiday season, and we talked about this last time we got together with you folks, is when you're thinking of the holiday season and giving to charitable organizations or getting these unwanted things, what would you suggest you do for charitable donations and those sort of things, making sure that you actually are getting it to the right place?
Yeah, I would make sure you want to, if you're possible, try and reach out to that organization directly. We mentioned that earlier, but seeing if you can get a point of contact and have them validate where you should be sending that money to. And if they have a website, verify what that website address should be so you can make sure it's going there, see if maybe they'll take a different type. Also, you want to look out for the ways that they're asking for funds. Typically, whether it be government or some of these fundraising efforts, they're not going to ask you for gift cards. They're not going to ask you to send a wire transfer. They're just going to ask for a secure donation. So all of those things are what you're going to want to make sure that you're giving the money to the right location that needs it, especially this season.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, Michael, thank you so much for jumping on and doing this. We certainly appreciate it. If again, one more reminder for people out there who have any questions about this scam or any scam and how to report it, where can they find more information?
Great. Please visit our website, DATCP. I'm sorry, screwed that one up. If you please, you can send us an email at datcphotline@wisconsin.gov. You could also visit our website at datcp.wisconsin.gov.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much. Have a good holiday season, and we'll check back in with you guys real soon.
All right, thanks, Jeremy.
You betcha. Check out the website said and report these things. That you got to report it. That's the only way that we can find what's going on and hopefully get some good outcomes on stopping people from being scammed. Take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.